It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of forms to fill in.
A necessary evil, I'm afraid.
Is that it?
Yes, this is it.
Funny, really. I suppose I had my first ever drink from plastic beaker, and now my last. What's the box for?
Your personal effects. Your watch.
I bought this when I was 21. The guy in the shop said it would last me a lifetime. He was right.
Car keys.
I took a taxi.
Any loose change?
About 10 quid and a packet of chewing gum.
They'll be returned to your family. I gather they don't know of your decision.
No.
That's not unusual. An increasing number of our clients are choosing to act alone.
I'm a client, am I?
A valued client. You'll need to remove your ties, Mister.
I put it on specially. I wanted to look, you know, dignified.
Sorry. Health and safety.
Health and safety. Health and safety. I'm about to drink a beaker of poison.
Potassium cyanide solution, to give it its correct name. 30 millilitres.
I'll make sure I drink it all up.
Yes, you must.
Wouldn't want to half do the job, eh?
Quite.
Does that ever happen?
Occasionally.
A last minute change of mind?
I suppose so.
Understandable.
Mr. Foster, do you want to end your life?
Of course I don't want to.
But you've signed your consent form. No second thoughts at all?
Well, I can't afford to have second thoughts. I remember when this all first started. The last big financial crisis.
I was probably too young to remember those.
Yes, I
things.
think you were.
But as I say, I'm not supposed to engage at personal level.
Nothing personal, is it? Taking a man's life.
We're not taking your life, Mr. Foster. You're offering it. If I may remind you, it's the Voluntary Euthanasia Act.
Voluntary for those who don't have a choice.
But you do have a choice.
I have a family. 3 kids. 12, 15 and 19. Great kids. Smart, kind, switched on. I was just about managing the fees for the eldest when I was made.
The economy simply couldn't support an education system like that. Sacrifices had to be made.
I know the theory, I've seen the TV ads.
We've had over 200,000 sign-ups so far. It's been quite an effective campaign overall.
So you're not on paid on commission then?
Not at all. Although I do receive a modest annual bonus based upon overall client satisfaction levels.
I know. And how do your clients indicate their satisfaction? Give you the thumbs up as they're taking their final breath?
There's a short optional satisfaction survey just before point of termination.
Well, put me down as fairly satisfied, would you?
Should we finish your paperwork? We're running out of time. Now, would you say that you're in good health overall?
Well, what does that matter?
It helps for statistical analysis.
Yes, I suppose I'm in good health. I watched what I ate, I looked after myself.
Excellent.
Although I don't know why I bothered. If I knew it was going to end like this, I would have enjoyed myself more. Stuffed myself full of pies. I would have sat down on the sofa instead of taking that jog. Maybe even smoked a few joints.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, shall I?
Pretend what you think.
Mr. Foster, you don't seem very pleased about any of this.
Now you mention it, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
If I may remind you, as well as all the benefits that your children will receive, your processing here at the clinic is being provided free of charge.
Processing? Is that what you call it?
The usual cost is £5,000. Then there's the VAT at 40%.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't think me ungrateful.
You're lucky. Prices are increasing soon. It's the cost of living.
The cost of living?
Mr. Foster, I realise you haven't told your wife about your decision, but I just wondered if she was aware of our 2-for-1 offer.
Your what?
Should both parents elect to terminate together, there's a bonus free lifetime healthcare for all offspring. It's quite a bargain.
I'd rather my kids were left with one parent all the same. And anyway, why would they want free healthcare when we've got the NHS?
Come now, Mr. Foster. You know very well that's only going to cover accident and emergency from next year. Shall I send your wife a leaflet?
No! Thank God she's not eligible for the scheme. She's only 38.
you'll have to wait 2 years then.
I don't look so disappointed.
That reminds me, did you bring your birth certificate?
I shan't really need this anymore.
Oh. If I'm not mistaken, you're 40 today.
I've been waiting for months to do this.
Well then, many happy returns.
Thank you. You didn't buy a cake for me, did you? I could have snuffed out the candles as you some happy birthday.
I'm afraid we require 10 days' notice for any special dietary requirements.
Never mind, I didn't want a cake anyway.
Mr. Foster, you haven't indicated your preferences for the funeral.
The funeral?
Yours. Do you wish to be buried or cremated?
Well, I hadn't really thought about it.
I can't take both options.
Well, I don't fancy either. It's like asking you a vegetarian if you prefer a corned beef sandwich or a bacon roll. You choose for me.
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to.
Well, I'll go with cremated. No, buried. No, cremated.
Would you like flowers at the service?
Don't bother.
They're complimentary. It's chrysanthemums or carnations. We buy them in bulk.
The personal touch. Carnations then.
What about music?
Don't you have a choir of angels standing by?
Do you have a favourite hymn?
I was never a big one for hymns.
You can choose any music you like. We have a full Dolby surround sound system for those special final moments.
Oh good, I didn't want any hits as I slowly drifted away. I've always loved jazz.
Well then, something jazzy?
I've sometimes imagined my last moments. Sitting on a deck chair on the beach, aged about 90. My great-grandchildren playing happily in the sand. My wife next to me holding my hand. The sun slowly calming over us, over a calm sea. Final glass of vintage port.
I'm afraid we have a strict no alcohol policy.
And in the background, Astrid Gilberta singing The Girl from Ipanema.
I'm not familiar with the track. I can check our music library.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking.
Mr. Foster.
And as she passes, each one she passes
Mr.
goes.
Foster, we are running short of time.
And the last thing I see as I gently let go of life would be the shimmering ocean. Not a cold, bleak, windowless clinic in Basingstoke.
Our centres are located to provide optimum transport links from all of the major... Listen, we have a projector and some slides. You can choose your final view.
Do you have a slide of the ocean there?
I don't think so. We have a nice one of an oak tree.
What's the most popular side?
There's one of David and Victoria Beckham.
What will you choose when it's your turn?
I'm in the new pension scheme. I don't expect to have a return.
Oh, you trust them then, do you?
I'm not supposed
Like
to
I
discuss
did.
this.
I'm sorry, I'm not being very fair. I mean, none of this is your fault. You remind me of my eldest daughter, Gillian. She studied biochemistry.
Mr. Foster, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I do have other clients waiting.
How many did you get through in a day?
I'm afraid that's confidential.
Do you sleep at night? I mean, seriously, do you?
Please.
Oh, let's just get on with it.
So, you'd like the oak tree and the girl from Ipanema?
Forget the music and the slideshow. Let's just get it over with.
As you wish.
The benefits for my children, they are absolutely guaranteed.
100%, Mr. Foster. It's a government-backed scheme. Now, please remember to put it all down in one go. I should warn you, you may experience a total constricting feeling. Don't worry, it's quite normal and nothing to worry about.
I won't worry then. Would you do something for me? It's like a last request.
Very well.
You're a beautiful young woman.
Mr. Foster, if you're suggesting what I think you might be suggesting...
No. Would you hold my hand?
Oh,
know it's silly, but
It's not silly at all.
it would mean so much to me.
It's quite a common request. Rules. A handhold is fine, but no skin-to-skin contact.
May you be forgiven. Cheers.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Foster.
Well, answer it then.
Yes, hello? Yes, this is Dr. Mort. Oh. I see. Hold for a moment, please. Mr. Foster, your daughter Gillian is upstairs in reception. Quite upset by all accounts. Hysterical, in fact. I gather you left a note at home?
She wasn't meant to find it till later on.
Apparently she came home early from work to set up a surprise 40th birthday party for you and found your note.
It wasn't meant to happen like this.
What do you want to do?
Well, if she sees me, she'll persuade me not to do it.
Then think of her future. Free of debt. And your other 2 children too. University fees all paid for. A deposit for a flat. Business start-up loans all provided free by the state.
Stall her.
Hold for a moment, please.
Sleep well, Doctor.
You too, Mr.